morning, welcome to today. It is the day after Halloween, plus it's a Monday, and so those two things mixed together have the potential for today to be a very unproductive day. But I've got things to do, so I'm gonna take you along with me. We're gonna get some things done today. We're gonna be very productive, and I'm gonna share with you 5 of my favorite tips that help me be productive as well. So, number 1, I'm gonna share my first tip right away, which is to get dressed and ready as soon as possible in the mornings. So if I don't get myself ready early, it's so much easier for me to just like sit around and not really start my day and not really do homeschooling if I'm not dressed and ready. So I put on something really simple, put on a little bit of makeup, brush through my hair, and I'm feeling really good and ready to start my day. So we are about to start school, and that brings me to tip number 2, which is to do something easy but productive early in the day. So for me, that is throwing in a load of laundry because my family has to have clothes to wear. So I just like to get that thrown in and ready so I don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. And then I also make sure that the kitchen is cleaned up after breakfast. It doesn't take me long because there's not much of a mess since I cleaned up the night before. And so it kind of like is a domino effect. Once I get the laundry in, oh, that's easy, but it's productive. And then I get the kitchen cleaned up. That's easy, but productive. And it just makes me feel more motivated to do the next thing that I need to do. So that's tip number 2, and we're gonna start school. Okay, so we have a science experiment that we're gonna do. We're supposed to put a bean in each of these eggshells with the dirt.
Yeah, last time it didn't work.
It didn't work. Well, we're gonna see if it works this time. I got black beans. I'm not sure. It doesn't say what type of beans, so we'll just see how it goes. Okay, we just finished school and it is 11:12. So basically about 2.5 hours. We started around 8:30. So we're done with school and I'm gonna have a second cup of coffee. I've already drank a little bit of water. That's always my goal, is to have a cup of coffee, some water before I have a second cup. So I'm gonna have a second cup. And then I'm gonna show you real quick. We have these pumpkin seeds from last night that the kids want to roast. So we're gonna do that. And then I also, over here, I have some sweet potatoes and some little tiny potatoes that came from our garden that I want to cook up. We're going to have them for lunch so that I can empty this out and clean it out. And then I have some mandarin oranges and apples that I want to put out. I just got those from the grocery store yesterday, so I'm going to put those out, and I'm going to work on that now. Okay, so we finished lunch and I let the kids watch a little TV while they ate lunch. That gives me a bit of a break too. And now I'm going to vacuum out the back of my car. Last week I bought a new house plant and it tipped over in the back and there's dirt in the back. So I'm gonna go vacuum that out, and then I need to fill it up with some donations that I wanna take to the donation center sometime this week, maybe today, we'll see. So I'm gonna go do that right now. So there's the dirt that I need to vacuum out. And then I have all of my reusable grocery bags, and I noticed I totally forgot about this squash. It must have fallen out of my grocery bags the other day, so I'm gonna bring that inside. Okay, so now it is quiet time and I'm gonna get some work done. I'm a blogger, and so I'm going to work on my blog for about an hour while the kids have just quiet time in their rooms. And that brings me to my next tip, which is following a daily schedule. So that is something that has helped me tremendously. When I don't follow a schedule, I can totally tell that I'm just off, and that I don't really get things done like I really want to. And so it's really important that I follow a flexible schedule. So like in the mornings, we do homeschool. And then after lunch, that's when we get, a few things done. Like today, we worked on the basement. We're trying to get that done so that we can use it this winter as another place to go and hang out during the day when it's cold outside. So anyways, we worked on that downstairs. And then in the afternoons, that's, like I said, I get things done. I get some work done. The kids have some quiet time. So following a daily schedule is super, super important. I have another video, I think, where I talked about that. I know I have blog posts that I can link below if you're interested in that. But anyways, that is another tip. And then while I'm here, I'm going to talk about the next tip, which I'm going to change my hand here, get in a little store. But my other tip has to do with social media. And so this is one that I definitely do struggle with from time to time, and I have to stay on top of it and be really intentional about it. But if I am not intentional with my time on social media, that's when I'm not productive. And so today, like, I knew that I was going to be really tempted to be on my phone and to scroll, you know, Instagram, Facebook. I was going to be tempted to watch a bunch of YouTube videos. And so what I do when I'm really, really tempted is I just delete the apps off of my phone. And that is super, super helpful. Another thing that I do is I will put my phone in another room. So, you know, a lot of times we just carry our phones like in our pockets, and it's so easy to just pull it out and be like, oh, just open it up and mindlessly start scrolling. But I find that if I have my phone on, just so I don't miss any, you know, important calls that might come in or text messages, but I put it in a totally different room, then I'm so much less likely to pick it up and just waste my time on it. And I end up doing other things that are more productive, and I feel so much better about myself. So that's another tip. I'm going to go ahead and get some work done, and then after that, we have an errand that we have to run, so I will probably take you on that, and I will give you my final tip. All right, I got some work done, and now we are headed to do our errand. I have a chip in my windshield that has to get fixed, so we're going to go do that. It's only supposed to take 15 minutes. Hopefully that's all it takes, and then we'll be heading back home. Okay, we got home. Got the car fixed. It looks so much better now. We are going to try some Halloween candy. I got these Almond Joys because honestly I like them, and I knew that if there were any leftovers last night then I would eat them. So my son's showing the Twix. So, but they want to try an Almond Joy. Oh, that's Twix. Are you going to do Twix or Almond Joy? Almond Joy. Okay. So they've never had one. Let's see what they think. Can you open it up?
Yeah. I'm going to take the first bite.
Okay, so take a bite. That's almond right there. See the almond sitting on it? And then inside is a coconut. It's so good. Oh, well, you should get your own. That's okay. You guys can just share it then. Do you like it? Mm-hmm. It's yummy, huh?
Yeah.
Thumbs up? I have some more in here. A few left from last night. All right, so it is 4:30, which means that basically our day is done, and I was going to give my final tip that helps me, and I just want you to know, like, I struggle with being productive too, and this is, I have to be super intentional about it because otherwise I'm not productive. And so these are tips that really help me, and I'm not saying that I have it all figured out and that every day I'm super productive, because that is not true. But anyways, the last tip that helps me when I want to be intentional about it is to not multitask. So I think sometimes we multitask thinking that we're going to get more done, but in reality what happens is we end up just like doing a bunch of little things and not doing them very well, and it takes us longer to get them done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed seeing a day in the life, and then also just getting some tips on, you know, how to be a little more productive at home. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in